Welcome, welcome. Sandra Waljup here from Kingdom Acres Homestead. I just wanted to hop on here because I haven't shared a whole lot recently about homeschooling, and I've got a nice little drive on my own this evening to go and visit my sweet husband. So I thought I would get on here and discuss something that's been on my heart. So there are, um, there's, I'm part of a graduation committee in my county, and we are known as kind of a strict committee because we only do one kind of graduation, and that's the kind where you turn in your transcript to us and sign off that you've met all of the TEA standards that Texas has set. And then we hand that information over to our state representative, and he signs the diploma, basically his stamp of approval that, yeah, your kid completed what any other kid would have in the public school system, okay, per your private school, because in the state of Texas, you are. I just wanted to hop on here and talk about those transcripts and credits, okay, because people are like, well, if I don't do it exactly like public school, then I can't give my kid that credit. And that's simply not true, because you are your own private school in the state of Texas. And so I'm only speaking to Texas residents here. I can't speak for other states. Um, but in in my opinion, and what is actually legal. What is legal is that things are taught in a bona fide manner. Okay, so what are some ways people learn? People do learn through text. They learn through videos. They learn through hands-on. They learn through experiences, etc., etc. That's why your kid can, in public school, they can get credit for like work study and things of that nature. So let's just discuss one of the harder credits to earn. For me, Algebra 2 was super hard. I am a public school graduate. I had to take Algebra 2 twice in high school. Now, having said that, did I teach my kids Algebra 2? They did take Algebra 2 online math class. What if your kid is not an online kid and you're not proficient in Algebra 2? What do you do then? Well, one good way to do that would be to reverse teach. And what that is that you would put your child in the application of where they would use Algebra 2. So things like finances, things like cell phone plans, picking the best cell phone plan, consumer decision making type things, anything like that. They use algebra to solve those issues. Hello, viewers. So you can you can put your kid in those real life applications and give them their Algebra 2 credit, okay? Because in Texas, it doesn't say that you have to use a certain curriculum. It doesn't say that you have to teach it in a specific manner. It just has to be bona fide. Well, if you're teaching them in the application of it, if you're teaching physics through mechanics, if you're teaching chemistry through baking and experiments and those kinds of things, you're teaching chemistry, you're teaching physics, you're teaching Algebra 2 when you have a kid sit down and look at a service plan and decide whether it's actually worth it. There's a lot of different ways your child can earn these credits that do not take everything that people are thinking that it takes. Okay, so I sat down with a mom today and she was like, I don't see how my kid's going to graduate this year. She doesn't have that many credits. And after going through everything with her that her child does, her child works like part-time construction, her child does all this stuff and reads constantly. Well, what is she reading? Is she reading about bugs? Give the kid an entomology credit. Is she reading about astronomy? Give her an astronomy credit. Is she reading just straight literature? Give her a literature credit. These are things that you can do because it's your private school in the state of Texas. So you get to make that decision. You do not have to say, oh, well, my kid didn't complete an ABECA course or they didn't complete a workbook, so they don't qualify for a credit. That's a bunch of malarkey. They absolutely do qualify for that credit if you want to give it to them. If you don't think that they deserve it per your standards because you are the administrator of your own private school, then you don't have to give it to them. But I'm saying you can if that is what you want to do. Okay, so I just wanted to let y'all know homeschooling high school is not as scary as it may seem. You do not have to be a chemist and a mathematician and all these crazy things. You don't need to have a master's or a PhD or any sort of college degree in order to be a homeschool parent in the state of Texas. You don't. You don't need any of that. You're good to go. Your kid's good to go. If you need help putting together a transcript, there are so many templates out there on the internet. Get yourself a template and then decide what they've done that you want to award a credit for. My son did boxing, so I gave him that PE credit for boxing. Your kid might like to just go on. I got a call coming in. Give them that credit, okay? Um, so I just wanted to get on here, and as a homeschool mom who has already graduated too, I might know a thing or two about it. So don't be scared. All right, all right. I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for jumping on with me. Thank you. And just know that homeschooling's not hard. All right. Thanks for making a homemade home with me today. Bye, y'all.